Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This is Rod Arriagada coming to you live from the Hangar Billiards and Sports Lounge. We're here at 121 Scurfield Blvd, and we're here for the Sunday Open 8-Ball Tournament. This is an Eastside semifinal matchup between Andy Kempa and Billy Thompson, or Billy Thompson and Andy Kempa if you're looking at the scoreboard that way. And they're in the middle of the very first rack. And that's Andy Kempa shooting right now. He's racing to 5. Billy Thompson's racing to 7. It's an Eastside semifinal matchup, and we're getting into things now. Getting a little bit deeper into the tournament now. Coming up to the point of the players that just have not lost so far today. Makes the cut on the 13. Comes through the pocket. Looks like he's got a shot on the 11 ball. Makes the 11 ball, gets a kick off that one, but still okay. Bring up the shot clock so we can kind of get an idea of the player's pace. Makes the shot to the side. Looks like he's got a back cut here. I'm not sure that's really a good option, but the other one doesn't help him either. Makes the nice shot though. Does he get rewarded? Oops. Oh, he just overcut it. And Billy will come up to the table now. His first turn at the table. Everything's kind of tic-tac-toe here, but some shots will still take a little bit longer than others. Got to play through here for the 4 ball. Or take the 7, one or the other. Or I guess taking the 4 would be alright too. That's the 3 options I'm looking at. I actually like taking the 7 ball here, but the 1 ball going through for the 4 isn't that bad. You might just take that 7 to the corner. It's a bit longer of a shot, but you know, it's straight. You can draw right back for that 4 ball. This makes the most sense. Oh, he's gonna miss that shot. And Andy Kempa will come up to the table now. Not an easy shot here either. This is one of those arm swinging shots where you put a little bit of arm movement into it, or shoulder movement into it, just because it's a little tense of a shot. He's gonna make that shot. This one's gonna be a bit of a challenge also because, as you can see here, the ball is gonna be hitting right next to that horn, or maybe even scratch, depending on how he plays the shot. What a nice shot that was by Andy. Nice little cut. So he'll take the first game. Nice little finish on that one. He's got to win 4 more games here to win the match. Billy needs to win all 7 still. But it's only 1 game in, so no need to hit the panic button yet. All right, let's keep this going. They switched to break inside. Before we used to break on the other side. Now we're breaking this way, so it's a little different. But it makes a little bit more sense now because when you're talking about up the table, down the table, this is actually on the stream. It's directionally right, where before it was backwards. Rack number 2. Handicap of the break. Ooh, a little banger in the corner. Take a look at this cue ball, how it just helped out at the last second here. It's going to be a dry break, man. But that cue ball just comes in, it's like, no, you're going into the pocket. Double kick that 9 ball in the pocket. Great chance, so I guess I should start the timer on him too. Maybe like 4 seconds in at least. Usually the opening shot takes a little bit longer though, you know. You really want to figure things out. Especially when it's not quite wide open, right? Yeah, so that was about a 25-second start. That was a nice shot to the corner. I'll have to take a little walk around again because he's not here for a follow-up. What do you guys think of the second angle now? Not quite sideways, it's above a bit. I think I like this better myself, to be honest. I think I'm going to keep using this angle. Did he mean that? I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, there. Fortunate bump there. He should have been having a nice shot on the 15 ball. Now he's found himself in a weird cut angle, a back cut maybe. He's going to have to make it to the bottom left corner, I think. Bottom right is what you were inclined to go with, but I feel like it's just not there. I'm going to call it safety. Trying to use that ball to be safe with the cue ball. So it's going to take a second here. We'll take a look at this. I want to see how this happened. Oh, we called that 12 back cut. And he made it. That was a nice shot from Andy. Playing safety. Good hit. Not a whole lot he could do there. Just try to hit the ball was about the only result he was really looking for. Just not to give his opponent a ball in hand. Done well to avoid that situation. But lots of opportunities on the table here for Billy still. Trying to play smart and safe. Yeah, I like this angle better. I mean, this is good, but I really like this angle here. It's a little bit better. I can almost watch the stream with this angle. The whole stream. Nice hit. Billy will come up now. He's got a better table layout. Could be a kind of a tic-tac-toe setup here. Take it more than like 10 seconds a shot. Tempting to play the combination here, but not the right choice. That one took a little bit longer. This one will take maybe about 7 seconds, not more than that. Just to draw it back a little bit. Right within that 7-second range. That was about 3 seconds in, so we're at 6, 7, 8 seconds for the finish. So he ends up the score at 1. Now, for those of you that are just tuning in for the first time, you're looking at the CSL shot clock, you're thinking, what the heck? What is this? Right? Because normally when you see a shot clock on television, especially for pool, you see a shot clock that gives you 30-second countdown. 7-5. So normally you see a 30-second countdown, right? And then when it gets within the last few seconds, you hear the beep beep warning, and then people will ask for an extension, and then they'll get another whatever 30-second extension on top of that. It varies between 30 and 40 seconds. This is not that kind of shot clock. This is a CUESPORTS live shot clock. So what this shot clock is all about is for us to learn a little bit more about the players and the pace that they play on at the table. So we can see the little differences. For example, when they're smooth and playing in rhythm versus when they're antsy or anxious at the table and shooting a little nervous. We'll see the difference in time frame on how they dedicate themselves to each shot. I think we can learn a lot from the time between shots from players. And so far, you know, I feel like we learned quite a bit from the players today because of it. And the shot clock starts as soon as the ball stops moving. This is the difficult one, though. Almost everything on the right side of the table. Does he even have much of an opening shot other than the 9? Not really, unless he wants to try to play a combo into that 15. But I think if you're going to do that, you might as well just take the 9 ball. I actually feel like there isn't too many times that I would do this, but I almost feel like if in this situation, maybe I just don't do anything. You know, one of the only times where I just don't do anything. Maybe I just play a safety shot here just to get started and let my opponent kind of see what he does, right? And if he takes something, then I gotta deal with what I got. But whatever he takes is gonna be at the mercy of what I leave him here on this opening shot, which I feel like there's lots of room here for a nice opening safety shot. You don't necessarily play that, you know, unless you're looking for a ball in hand or because there's clusters somewhere, right? And in this situation, there's clusters somewhere, and you kind of need a ball in hand, but you're not gonna get it. So this is more of a strategic move if you're gonna do it. But he's not going to. It doesn't look like he is. 1 minute and 18 seconds to get started on that one. I think that's actually a little bit faster than usual. We've seen about 1.5 for some situations that were a little bit less difficult in this table. To crash into this. I don't know if he can, though. The cut's going to be difficult enough already. Never mind trying to put the extra spin to get in. That's 7 and 15. Oh, but he did it. Nice shot. 16 seconds to come up with that one. Slow shot, this one. He made the 8-ball. Didn't mean to make the 8-ball there. We didn't see that. We just missed it. I heard it right when I was coming out of it. Just heard the 8-ball go in. So, unfortunately for him, he's going to give up a rack to his opponent, Andy. He should be breaking next because I believe it was Billy that broke the first rack. So all the odd racks go to Billy, all the even racks go to Andy, and this is rack number 4, making it an even rack. Larry Walper, how you doing? Finals? No, this is A-side semifinal. Jeff Martin, where's the bracket for this? Let me see. Let me hunt it down for you, okay? I'll pin it on here so you guys can check it out from here. Larry Walper wants to know if this 7 foot or 9 foot. Each camera view makes it look different. It doesn't it? It is 7 foot. It is a 7 foot. But and that's why I like it. Like this here, it makes it look a little bit bigger, right? But what I like about it is that it gives me a higher view, so it gives me a better perspective as far as how close the balls are when you're looking at a certain shot on the table, right? Jeff Barnes says, it says on Q Sports Live, challenge bracket can be found at the Hangar Facebook page, but can't find it. Yeah, I don't think they put it up there, so I'll have to find it. I'll have to manually find it and then post it up here for you guys to just click on the link. That's the best I can do for you. I can ask them to maybe set it up on the Hangar page, and then you guys can find it on there. Actually, maybe I'll do that. Might be a little bit easier. Patrick McKinney, how you doing? Mark Roberta, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Now, so a big reason why I use the shot clock idea is because I kind of like sometimes you watch players play and you're thinking, oh, these guys are taking forever, right? And then kind of get mad at them because you're thinking, oh, these guys always take long, but it's not necessarily true. Sometimes they have to take long, right? And so having the shot clock here is gonna more or less justify the pace of the players as they're playing at the table. You'll know, like they took that much longer on this rack, but that was because they had to deal with this many situations, which each took about a minute and a half each, right? So that gives you a little bit more information, and you can assess the player a little bit better as far as their style of play, instead of just judging them as somebody that takes forever. And it sounded like I had some hurt feelings on that one. I did. Everybody said, you take too long, bro. Like, listen, man, if I finish this table and you don't shoot, did it ever really matter? It's my theory, man. I'm going to stick with it. No, but seriously, if you guys were to put me on the timer, I think, like for the most part, I'm going to shoot fairly decent, but I think most of my shots take about minimum 20 seconds, I think, per shot. That's a minimum. When there's a difficult table and I got to work things out, you're looking at anywhere from a minute to 3 minutes, depending on how difficult the table is. And that maybe for some people is like it's unjustifiable, but I'm not going to do that all the time. I'm only going to do that when I'm in a situation that I feel like, it's something that I have to really figure out. Because if I don't, it may be the last turn of the table. But not everybody does that, right? Some people actually shoot slow, and that's just their nature, right? And so that's why we're going to get a chance to see through the shot clock to see who's naturally, slow and who's actually doing it for the right reasons. And when you're seeing the time go by and you're watching these guys assess at the tables, it gives an idea roughly as a player what kind of time it should be taking you for you to kind of solve the situations when you're at the table yourself. Nice little finish by Andy on that one. Fired a cannon. Absolute cannon. Oops. Stop that timer, man. Stop that timer. 3-1. He's got a 2-game lead. This was pretty, man, because you had to let go here. You just had to put the shot in the pocket and just trust that the cue ball wasn't going to scratch. Nice little effort. But yeah, so the shot clock, it's something different. It's something new, and I'm gonna dig it. I'm gonna like it for a while, I think, man, because as a streamer, commentator, and also a pool player that competes against these guys at the tables, it helps me kind of understand a little bit about my players, right, and what kind of pace they play at, how they think, what are their fundamentals like, right, and how long they're taking per shot, the routines that they're following, if that's taken extra because of that or whatnot, right. There's a lot of information that I get from this. And I feel it's a lot better than like putting a guy on a shot clock for 30 seconds and saying, hurry up. At least here I'm getting some real education from the player. Rack number 5. He's trailing by 2. Needs something to go in. The ball will go in indeed. And we'll start the timer. Nice smash and break on this one. Yeah, you got to walk around, take a look at everything here. You can't just jump in on a shot. If you do that, that's a big reason why you're probably not getting off to a good finish. Is your start has to be important to be able to address it. I'm no good for you. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Yeah, just a little bit more of puzzle solving here. This next shot is going to be important. The shape is going to be more important than the shot, to be honest. The shot's natural, it's going in the pocket. But the shape is going to matter. Get to assess to make sure. It looks like he's got an angle where it's drawing him towards that 5 ball naturally, so he's got to be careful on his selection here. He's got no choice but to go for the 2 ball, and he's got to make it work. That 3 ball, he can take it, but it's not going to help him for shape unless he gets right back to roughly where he is right now for the 2 ball. And even then, there's no guarantee he's going to have anything for that 5 ball. So he'll take a second here to assess to figure out which way to go on it. Yeah, he's kind of stumped, and he should be. See, the angle's a little bit better from here. What I like doing, since I got a second here to do it, I'm thinking about making this shot here, and then from there, just taking the cue ball to come back this way, set up for the 2 ball, for the side pocket here. Something like that. Just like what he did. That was the absolute best way to finish that one, because if you try to hold shape for the 2 ball, it wasn't going to work out for the 5, but this way he can make it maybe work. Well, I don't know. I don't know if he actually can because the line here is taking the cue ball up table, and it's not going to help him for the 5. If he was running towards that 13 ball, he'd be perfect, but he's actually running towards above that 9 or to the right side of the 9 on the screen right now. Bought himself a chance here anyway. The 50 seconds for such a beautiful shot. And the easy finish there. On the scoreboard. Stops the bleeding. 2-3. Yeah, so it's Andy's break now. He's breaking every second rack. All the even ones, and this is rack number 6 we're coming into. Only 15 seconds to take this shot, man. I know people that would have taken a minute. Even me. I guarantee I would have taken a minute on that one. But I would have made it too. I just would have been a little bit more dramatic because of the long wait. All right. Get back into reality here. David Vogt, how you doing? Marvin Paulson, welcome. Champion Mike Delgado, what's up, man? Paul Brown, VJ Balaba, welcome to the stream. Bobby Tran. We had Bobby Chamberlain on earlier. Bobby Chamberlain, man. He's the guy that's been working with Jason Shaw for that world record, the straight pull world record. Good then to watch the stream, which is nice. We had Joshua Filler on the stream a little while ago too for the tournament of, or sorry, for the King of the Hill. Good then to watch some of our stream as well. It's kind of nice when we have these guys tune in to watch because usually we're the ones watching them, right? Oh yeah, we got the timer. Gotta give him like plus 5 seconds here. Carlos Oliveira, how you doing? Joe Puente, welcome to the stream. Pat Swanson, Bob Johnson, welcome guys. Brenda Valingo, how you doing? $18 seconds there. John Pauly, Liggs Leon, welcome guys. Jumawid Bok, welcome to the stream. I don't know if I said that right, I probably didn't. Please take no offense if I mispronounce your name. I don't do it intentionally. Unless I don't like you, maybe. I'm not like that, man. I don't have people that I like and I don't like. I just have people that annoy me a little bit more than others. But don't get me wrong, everybody annoys me. I grew up watching too much Married with Children, you know. Al Bundy just kind of rubbed off on me, man. Mine is the whole, you know, shoe sales, watching TV all day long thing. It was a good show, though, back in the day. Gotta come up middle table here, so a little bit of draw. Mike Peters, what's up, man? How you doing? Wayne Johnson, welcome. Out to the corner. It's almost the perfect shape. A little bit closer would have been even better, but he's straight on this one right now. Makes the 8 ball in the corner, and he'll get on the hill first. 4-2. He's on the hill. Reset. And let's check out the highlight. It was a good shot. Hit it with the right amount of pace, the right amount of spin. Came around perfectly for the shape on the 8. Actually, it was a little bit of luck, I guess, right? Because he did run into that 3 ball. Had he not run into it, I think it would have been perfect anyway. But running into it could have been a problem, except for he got lucky and he got a good result instead. Ba-da-da-da. All right, so rack number 6 is already in the books, and we're moving into rack number 7 now. Billy Thompson to break, trailing by 2, needs to win 5 games. His opponent's on the hill, so you could say that his back's against the wall now. This usually brings out the best in players. Smash and break. Almost 20 seconds into the rack trying to figure it out. This is a fairly open table, but one key problem, and that's the 11 ball. But it's not really a problem. It's more of a positional problem because I feel like it goes to the side pocket, no problem. And it definitely goes to the top right corner if you can get to the left side of that 11 ball, which isn't too far fetched. You can get there. I don't know if you're looking at low ball here. You could. I mean, it's not that tough of a table with low ball, but your opening shot will have to be key here if you take that 7 ball, and you have to shape up perfectly for that 6 to follow up for that 3 or 5. If you could do that, then that solids is right on, but if not, you're going to want to go with high ball here. Just under a minute for that shot. I have to take the 10 ball now. Push that 14 ball up table a little bit. Oh, he didn't even bother, man. He just left it where it was. Or was he trying to get back for the 11 ball? Maybe that's what he was trying to do. He just came up short. I think that's what it was. I think he just came up short from what he was trying to do. But had he got all the way to the left side of the table, he takes that 11 ball now instead. 16 seconds for that shot, and he's going to have to do 11 ball as a finish ball. It's all been about this 11 ball, really. He's got a shot at it now, but it's a shot where he's got to lose control of the cue ball a little bit, and that makes every player feel uncomfortable in a situation like this. So much so that I'd actually debate about going to the side pocket instead. He's taking a look at that right now, too. Because if he goes to the side pocket, well, he can get natural shape for the 14. He's still out. But if he has to go to the corner, that makes things a little bit more difficult for him. So he's really looking at the option of going to the side here, which I agree. I think that's the right shot. At least that's the shot that I'd be taking right now. I'll take the shot, and he's just going to overcut it. You'd think there's no way he's going to overcut a shot like that, but yeah, he found a way to overcut it just slightly. And Andy Kempa will get a massive break here. He's got a chance to close out the match with a fairly open table. His hardest troubles really are that 5 and 3, which really aren't much of a problem. 11-second start on that one. Should be about the pace that he holds up for the rest of this rack, unless he runs into a positional problem. Couple extra seconds on that one. This one will be a little bit faster, but he knows he's going to have to draw back here for the 6 ball, so it's going to take a little bit of extra effort. Brings us right back to that 9-10 second mark. Here, this shouldn't take very long. It's going to roll forward here. This one maybe a little bit longer because you have to decide which one to take. But you take the 3 ball with a little bit of Thompson. You're going to bump it to the 5 a little bit. You make the 5 in the opposite corner. Yeah, just like that. Got a little bit of angle here, as you can see. I feel like I play here for the left side middle pocket. Yeah, just like that. This will be for the match. He'll make it, and he'll win that match. Just a strong game there for Andy Kempa, who's sporting the rock. I want a rock, he says. 5-2, the final score. Well, I have to go figure out who my next match is. I got to update the scoreboard. I'll be right back. All right, so we're moving into A-side final matchup now. I'll set up the scoreboard here. Put Andy Kempa on the left side now because, you know, it's going to be a new match, right? So Andy, 7-5 race. Yeah, I know, man. He just beat Billy 5-1, no 5-2. He claims he's not a sandbagger. Too excited, he says. Well, you guys got to figure out who's going to break. Maybe he breaks and you can wait. No, it's just this one and then Tom's match. I'm not sure what's going on with Andy. He's trying to talk himself out of this match right now. Oh, wait, I said I was going to put Andy on the... Oops. There's the 5, and I'm not sure what he's doing. He's saying that he needs a little bit of a breather because he just finished playing against Billy, but you won convincingly against Billy, man. Don't need to take a break. If anything, you should ride the wave, man. Go with the momentum, right? You're feeling the moment, so to speak. Yeah, the only other matchup I got is Tom and Billy Thompson. They're playing a bit further down. I don't know if I can get onto their table from here, but I think they're gonna get started. Andy's just kind of Being funny right now. See if I can get him up here. So they're playing over there. That's Billy and Tom right there on that table. I don't know. I guess I can ask these guys to come back and come play instead of playing on that table, coming to play on this table. Darcy's ready to go, man. He's been waiting for like an hour to play, right? So he's ready to go. But Andy is the one claiming that he needs a breather. I don't know what to do. I guess I could stop the stream, but I mean, I only stream one match, man. This is the first match between Tom and Billy. So you know what? I'll just get them to switch over to this table. That's what I'll do. These guys can wait longer. I'm gonna go tell them right now if they don't play the match, they're gonna have to wait till after this other match is done. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna stop streaming on Sundays. I quit. I quit. I had enough. They need another couple more minutes. What a lot of these guys don't get, like I put a lot of time and effort to be here, man. I really do. And you know, to drag out the night longer just for little things like this just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, there's times when things have to slow down, right? So that's okay. But Andy, I don't get it, man. He just won 5-2 and needs a breather. I say though, like you take a breather when you lose 5-2, man, not when you win 5-2. I don't know. He's got it all backwards, but they're gonna play in a couple of minutes, so I'll just leave it here on Billy and Tom. Billy just won the first game. And the worst part about it is like if I stop the stream, which I thought about doing, it takes me like 15, 20 minutes to get the stream started now with all the extra YouTube stuff and all the extra writing I gotta do. It's a lot of extras, right? So that's why I said like if I don't want to stop this stream for like 5 minutes and then come back, that's 20 minutes I gotta wait. There they are. Now they're gonna play. Okay. Good stuff. I get it, man. You need a breather, right? But no, don't kill it. Kill it, man. Keep the sheriff, not the deputy. They're playing Bob Marley in the background, by the way. That's why I'm laughing. Big Mill, how you doing? Sherman Cole, welcome. Sorry for the long wait, guys. Honestly, I I want to say I have control over these things, but a lot of times I feel like I don't have control over these things, man. But I try to have control over them. Trevor Mason, how you doing? Lori Norquay, welcome. Chris Mason, Brian Hunter, Courtney, Rita Marie Rhodes, welcome to the stream. Brian Epp, Billy Ricker, what's up, bro? When are you gonna come up, Billy? I haven't seen you in a long time, man. Billy is ranked higher than Andy is. Yeah, he is. Well, the thing is, like Billy's a really, really good player, right? But he hasn't really been playing for a little while, so he's a little rough around the edges, and his Fargo rate's not going to go down. He can take 2 years off, and his Fargo rate's barely going to move. So he's got a pretty close to 700 Fargo rate. Opa, says Billy. Doug Woo, how you doing? Where's the hangar at? It's at 121 Scurfield Boulevard here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So Winnipeg is a city, Manitoba is a province, and then the country is Canada. If you're not in Canada, you don't know that. But if you're in Canada, you know that already. Frederick Belly, welcome to the stream. Les Kaplan, how you doing, man? Shannon Bird, welcome. Andy DeJarlis, welcome. Steve Gadomski, Carol Savage, welcome, guys. You went live by 20 minutes ago, didn't you? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It takes me that long. Like, honestly, it took me about maybe 10 minutes on the last one because I did a little bit of copy and pasting. Like, normally when I start my writing, it takes a good 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get the writing done for the post. I'm going to do some skeletons, I guess, but I don't know. Gordon McKay, how you doing? Maybe his balls are sweaty, says Chris Mason. Yeah, I don't know, man. He couldn't. I think it was too much intensity. He says to himself, or he says to me, anyways, like I just beat that guy 5-2. He's like, I've never done that before. He's like, last night I'm playing against 14-year-olds and they kick my ass. And I'm just looking at him like, yeah, but those 14-year-olds are like masters. Every one of them are like a little master. They kick everyone's ass. Stephen Roberts says, can't the TD tell him to play? And they did, and they're playing now, so I guess it got resolved. Mary Lou Rafford, welcome back. Terry Teresa, how you doing? Lorraine Pepompi, welcome to the stream. Well, you never know, Stephen Roberts. You never know, man. We had to wait an hour for that 20-minute match. Yeah, I know. It took a bit of time. And the only reason that took a little bit of time is because Billy had just finished his match and he needed a little bit of breathing room to, have some supper and just kind of reset. He'd been playing a few matches back to back. So I gave him that little bit of time because the A-side semifinal was fairly far ahead. But then everybody started catching up, so we had to kind of speed things up. Darcy will run that table and start off with a nice strong win. 1-0, takes the lead, and well, Andy Kempa actually did need a little bit of a break. I don't think the break would matter though, because Darcy plays consistently all the time. Derwin Hastings, how you doing? Mark Hood, welcome. Oh yes, the bracket. Damn it. Damn it, Jeff. Okay, we'll get the bracket right now. Sorry, man. Le bracket. I'm a firm believer and follower of my word when it comes to, you know, asking you shall receive. So I'm always doing my best to deliver. Why can't I share it? Hmm. Sorry, I just gotta find this. I found the bracket. I just can't find the share option for it. Well, it was 19 players today, not 18. It was 19, so I gotta fix that too. I don't know why it won't let me do it. Yeah, I think I figured it out. There you go, Jason. Jason Jeff. I was thinking about Jason Drake because he's just left. Jeff Martin. There you go, man. It is on there. Challenge. And I'll pin it for you so that way, you know, it's easier for everyone to find. Okay. They're going to be doing the tempo right away. I don't know if I'm going to be able to zoom in all the way there to see it, though, because normally I do it on the left side table, but they're going to do it on the right side table. I'm going to switch share for a second because I got to do some stuff. So I'm going to go side view while I do what I got to do. I'm going to leave it on there for a second while I'm doing what I got to do. Take too long. And you can't really see it too good, but we're going to get it set up here so we can see the 10-ball break from Mike Vautour. You can see it actually pretty decent. It's not bad. Second here. All right, we're good. Good try on the bank. He's going to come up short, though. And we're going to switch over here because we're going to go to the 10-ball table. That's Mike right there. Dan Anderson in the background with a white hat. The table in the background, that's the 10-ball rack. It's on a 9-foot. And Mike Vautour, who's in the middle of these three gentlemen, he's the guy that got drawn out for the 10-ball break. He is a 9-foot expert. He is a 9-ball expert. And he's got a really good understanding of the game. So if he makes a ball, there's a good chance that he could maybe steal the pot, which is $1,000. I wish Dan wasn't standing in the way because I went through this. Yeah, okay, thank you, Dan. He just got out of the way. He must have seen himself standing in the way and he got himself out where he's going to record. So this is a 10-ball break. Mike Valtour, a chance to win $1,000. I think it's $1,100 now. Got to make a ball first, and then he's got to make a ball after that. Make a ball off the break, and then he's got to make a ball after that. And he's automatically guaranteed 10% for each ball. You run the rack, you get the whole set. And he made a ball. He made the one ball. The two balls over the pocket. The cue ball rolls up. He's got an opening here. Does he have a shot on the two? He made the one. He's got a shot on the two. He's got a shot on the two. The three is sitting close to the side. He can maybe run this table off for $1,000. And we're just gonna go back to that match after this, though, okay? But we have to watch this because he's a heavy favorite. I wish this guy would move out of the way. I gotta go tell him to move out of the way. He's blocking the whole thing. I got the camera on. He's blocking the whole thing. The 10-ball break. Mike made a ball on the break, and he's got an open shot on the two. Dan. All right, so he made the two ball. He's on the three ball. This is $1,000 table right now for him. He's got a shot on the three ball, and the four ball is sitting on the right side right now. I had to get Dan to get out of the way because he was standing there in the way. You can watch it right here. Watch it right here. Yeah, and he made the two ball now, so he's got two balls for sure now. He's on the three. Made the three, so he's got 30% of the pot right now. That's like $300 right there. Three balls. It's $1,100 in the pot, so he's got like $330. Yeah, and he's got the four ball still, and he's got position for the five. We don't normally stop the stream for anything like this, but you know this is a. Oh no, he scratched! Oh my god! No, he doesn't get. Did he take it? Did he miss or did he take it? I looked away. I think he just took the money because the five. Did he take the money? Oh, okay. So yeah, he took the money, man. Bastard. I can't believe he took the money. Let's get back to the match. 2-0 for Darcy on this one. I can't. He took $330, so it's like $700 or $800 left in the 10-ball break for next week. Man, that was the guy. He was gonna be the guy that took the $1,000. Man, I can't believe he chickened out. He just didn't like the shape from the 4 to the 5, and he didn't like the shot on the 4 because it was almost a full length table shot, and he didn't want to do it. And they're setting up over there to see, like, they put the cue ball back to see if he would have been able to make that 4 ball. He just talked himself out of it because it was like a 9-foot shot on the 4 ball, and he missed it. Just to confirm to everyone that he was going to miss it, he missed it. I don't know, man. I think I go for it. Honestly, if I make a ball off the break, you know, screw this. I'm gonna play in the Sunday tournament next weekend, and I'm gonna get into this thing, and hopefully I get my name drawn. If I get my name drawn and make a ball, I swear to God, I'm gonna go for it all. I don't care if I'm hooked. I'll be up to like $700 in profit. I'll still go for the finish, man. Somebody needs to take that pot. I want to be the guy. It's still a juicy pot though, around $800, man. Plus whatever got added in from today, right? And the deal is once it breaks 1,000, you're able to buy as many tickets as you want. But unfortunately, it went back down below 1,000. But right now, you can only buy 2 tickets if you play. So it's a tough chance to get in there. Basically, if you got 32 players at 2 tickets each, you got a 2 in 64 chance, right? And I guess it's better than the lottery, but I don't know. Still a low percentage in my opinion. That was fun. I wish he would have gone for it, man. I wish he would have gone for it. But I understand why he didn't. Carrot Skeletons is me neither. I'm only at 4 in APA and I could have made them shots. I know we all think the same, but the problem is we're not the ones at the table, right? We're not the ones at the table, man. Who says I'm rude? Am I rude, Terry Teresa? I'm sorry. Everybody stopped. Everybody stopped to go watch what was going on. So these guys here at the table too, they went over there to watch. You're welcome, Jeff. You're welcome, man. I'm sorry. I can't make everybody happy. I try though. And I still can't believe he didn't go for it. But he won $330 today, so he's happy. He doesn't care. That was fun. I had fun with that one. You know, because we usually don't watch the 10 ball break, right? That was the first time kind of doing it. Well, I did it a little while ago also, but it was a dry break, so it wasn't exciting. But this time it was. And what made it more exciting is that all of us that know these guys know that this player was qualified to be able to go up there and run that table out for $1,000. But when he made a ball and he had an opening shot to follow, the whole place kind of just stopped playing. Everybody wanted to see him win. And instead, he took the money. I'm gonna call him chicken shit when I see him. But I get it, man. I don't know. I could use the $330 right now, so I totally get it. But I feel like he should have gone for it. Although if he missed it, he would have felt like, oh my god, why did I go for it? I had $300, right? So I get the thought process behind not going for it. Hey Mike, you dropped a few feathers. I know. I said to Mike, I said, hey Mike, you dropped a few feathers. He looks at me, he starts laughing because he knows I'm calling him a chicken shit. uh, it's all in good fun. It really is. Uh, Andy, it's 2-1, right? All right, so I got the right score. So we're not all over the place, even though I felt like I was for a second. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be rude. It was the whole plan, though, that once the 10 ball break came up, that we were going to have it on the stream. Steve Areno, how you doing? Gail McCarchuk, welcome to the stream. Richard Verizzi, welcome to the stream. Braulio Vargas, how you doing? Welcome. Bash and break, he'll make the 2. And, well, he ain't got a whole lot to work with. That cue ball is nasty right now. Perfect time for maybe a bank safe. I don't think anything else can really work here. Even if he could make the shot on the 13 ball, I don't know if you really want to make it. I don't think he can, though. It just looks like that one ball is too close to that cue ball and it takes away everything from it. So safety is the only option, really. Yeah. Good choice, Andy. Like, leaving the cue ball where he did is perfect because, now his opponent has no choice but to shoot the ball where it's going to open up something for him. Although Darcy looks like he's trying to draw off the rail and back into that 9. He just came over to the right. That's going to open up an opportunity here for Andy. He's got the 14. He's got the 3 to the side. The 14 to the bottom right corner. Might even have the 3 all the way down to the bottom left corner. I don't know if it goes past the 5, but it might go off that 7. Although I can't tell. It looks like the 7's a little bit far away. Let's go side view. It might give me a better idea. Yeah, no, I don't think you can make it off the 7. I think the only option you really got if you're going to decide to shoot here will be the stripes, and looking at the 14 balls, the starting point. I don't know if it's time to do it yet, Andy. I feel like maybe you got one more safety here. Yeah, that a boy. I was smart. He's playing against a good opponent, who's going to capitalize on almost every opportunity he gets. So You got to be careful not to leave too many opportunities, and he made a good choice there by playing safe. He's gonna get a safety back though. That's just the way it's gonna go. Kind of a grind out here to see who gets the first opening shot where they have a choice to get started. So far, neither player has had a choice yet. This is as close as you get to having a choice, I guess, because you have an easier startup. But he definitely doesn't want to take this by choice. He's only taking it because it's all he's got available. Oh, he's gonna miss it. He didn't really want to make it though, I don't think. So it worked out kind of good. Or maybe not, depending on what Darcy does here on this turn. Ireland, just tuning in, I seem to have missed some excitement. Yeah, if you just go back a little bit, we went over to our 9-foot tables. We have a 10 ball break pot accumulator that's been going here for a little while. And basically, you're doing 10 ball on the 9-foot table. If you make a ball off the break and you follow up a ball after that, you start making 10% per ball. But you have to make a ball off the break. If you come up dry, that's it. Game's over. If you make a ball, you don't get ball in hand. If you come up dry, you don't get a ball in hand. You make a ball wherever you are with the cue ball. That's where you play from. But you don't make. Let's say you were to make like four balls off the break, and then you miss the first shot. You don't get the 10% for the 4 balls you made off the break. Not until you make a ball that follows up after the break. Then you will get that ball plus the other 4, making you 5 balls into the 10 ball break. But we had Mike Vautour, who was one of our experienced 9-ball players and a 9-foot player, a really, really experienced 9-foot player. And well, he got his name drawn out, and he's really good on these diamonds too, man. So him going up there for this created a little bit of a buzz here because you knew that if he made a ball, there was a chance he could maybe steal the whole pot. And he ended up making the 1 ball off the break. He got position on the 2 ball, and he had an easier 3 ball setup. And that's when he tapped out. He made the 2 ball, he made the 3 ball. He looked like he went around like he was about to shoot the 4 ball, and then he grabbed the cue ball and said, "No, I'm going to take the money." That's where everybody was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that." I thought he missed, right? But he didn't. He was messing around with it when he didn't even go for the 4 ball. He just didn't think he could make it. And if he didn't make it, if he went for the attempt to make it and he missed the shot, well, he would have lost out on those 3 balls that he made, which was a total of $330. Not a bad day for him for making only 3 balls. A little bit of body movement on the shot, but that was a good shot from Andy. Got a forward angle now to be able to run into that 11 ball and open it up. I believe it's tied up to the 14. He could try to avoid that altogether if he wants to, but he needs to open them up, so he needs to run into them. He missed the shot. And that's going to be a turnover, an opportunity for Darcy to get a lead again. He's currently leading by 1, but a couple of games lead will be a little bit more cushion and a little bit more comfort mentally at the table while he's competing. And my phone is dying, so I guess I'll plug that in. I have to catch my breath there, trying to reach underneath to plug in my phone charger. Nice little angle here in the 4 ball to shape up for the 8 ball. Interesting little angle here on the 8 ball. Romy Lowe, how you doing? Matt Zimmerman, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. 3-1. He's got a 2-game lead. Frank Moreno, what's up? How you doing? Joe Valente from the Blue Room. How you doing, man? Arlene Masses, thanks, Rod, for the 10-ball excitement explanation. Yeah, it was really exciting. It really was. And I'm so disappointed that he didn't go for it. That's how I was bugging him. I was saying, you dropped a few feathers. And he just said, I don't care. I got $300. That's probably the best comeback ever. But what do you say to that? You're right, bro. You're right. Rack number 5 starts the jokes to break, leading by 2. 7 balls going in. We're going to have an opportunity. And I guess we'll bring this back into play again. Kind of a tic-tac-toe type thing, but you got to open up that 8 ball, which is what he's going to be addressing soon. I wouldn't necessarily call him a fast-paced player, but he's got a different tempo than the average player. It's a combination of fast and slow, but mainly on the fast side. You can see there that took an extra 5 seconds on that one, roughly. That's where all the work is. Then try to break out that 8 ball and get position on the 5. The breakout is going to be where you're focusing on, though. Nice little breakout it was. I didn't start. I should have started. Oh, and he just missed the shot. Just missed the shot. Oh, and they got the hockey game on, so good news for you guys. I got to take the noise filters off. Yay. I love it, man. Love it. I love it. There we go. Freedom. And what I mean by freedom is with the background noise, I can go get water, I can get food, I can do whatever I want because there's background noise so you guys can enjoy the stream still. When it's dead quiet, it is so hard to watch, man. And I'm telling you from experience because I watch the streams too, man, and I just know like I have a tough time watching unless there's some good content, right? And it usually has to be the background noise is a big part of it. Averaging just under 10 seconds per shot on this one. Came up short on that one. He's right in the same price or in the same time range, but he just came up short. Gonna add like 3 seconds to this one. So every shot roughly about the 10-second mark. Oops. I started that one a little bit too soon. Both players have a similar pace to their game. Just under 10 seconds for that 8 ball. He's got a 3-game lead now. Andy's not feeling good about it because he feels like he let that one slide. And he did. I mean, just a little bit harder and he was perfect, but he came up just in the wrong line. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the stream, maybe you guys can like and share the stream, And if you're watching this for the first time, you can go to Q Sports Live and hit that follow notification button, and then you'll be notified every time that we go live. The boys in Calgary will be going live in November. A few events in November for them. I have a few events in November as well. I'll be kind of busy, but one of the ones that we have coming up here is on November 12th. It's the Andrew Thomas Memorial 8-ball tournament here at the Hangar. It's played on the 3.5x7 diamond tables. Race to 5 on the A, race to 5 on the B. It's just a straight-up race, man. Race to 5, alternate breaks. And it's going to be a $30 entry starting at 12:30 p.m. on a Saturday, November 12th. And they're going to have money added into the tournament, and we're also going to have a big table 4-ball shootout. So if those of you are not familiar with 4-ball shootout, what that means is if you ever played a game of 4-ball, you rack 4 balls in a diamond position or a diamond shape, and then you break and you try to make try to finish the 4 balls as fast as possible. So if you make 1 or 2 off the break, that's a bonus. That's less shots for you, right? If you make 3 off the break, that's amazing. Then you just make 1 shot and you made it in 2. Likely you're going to win the pot. But that's basically what it is, right? So how many shots, who takes the lowest amount of shots to make the 4 balls? And that includes the break. And I believe if you scratch off the break, that's a stroke. So it's an extra attempt or whatever. All right, we're back into action here. Rack number 6, Andy Kempa at the break, trailing by 3. He needs to win 4 to win the match, though. It looks like it's a dry break, and Darcy will come up here trying to figure out this table. This will take a few minutes, or not really a few minutes, but at least a minute to work out. Maybe not. It looks like he's opted to go with the low ball. I guess he doesn't really have many other options other than that, so it makes the assessment a little bit faster when you're kind of stuck. Just under 30 seconds on that one. Just got a little breakout angle here to get into that 2-ball. I'm not sure if he's going to take it, though. Oh, yeah, he's going to take it. This will be a tough cut also. Yeah, you made it look easy, though. I don't know if he's hooked himself on that 7. It might go. He's taking a look at it right now to see if it does. If it does, it's going to be a really tight squeeze, man. So positional play is going to be key for the finish. Unless he can draw back from the 6-ball right now to get onto the 7-ball. If he can do that, that's the best option. He's got to take a look at it again. I don't know if it goes. I can't tell from here. I can stand up and take a little peek. Yeah, I can't tell. It looks like it's tight. I went to take a little peek. It looks like it goes, but it's really tight. 45 seconds on that one. And he's not quite where he wants to be, so he might have to take this 2-ball instead. And even on the more difficult shots, he was only just over 10 seconds on the shot, so he's consistent as far as his fundamentals and the timing, the rhythm that he has at the table. This will be challenging, though. This shot here is going to be the most challenging of this rack. Not just the shot, but getting the shape on the 8-ball also. Just 16 seconds for that one. You can see here it's a nasty shot. Whichever camera you go on, it still looks like a nasty shot no matter what. Goes for the bank, and what a shot. Oh, no. Man, what a shot. Did not deserve that finish like that. And Andy gets a little bit of a break here. He's on the board. Didn't have to do anything for it either. Just had to sit there and watch. 4-2. He's down by 2. Nice little effort here, man. Made the shot, but then, of course, on a diamond table, cue ball just won't stop rolling. Tammy Boyko, how you doing? Tom Olson, welcome. Arlene Mann says, Rod, how did the sandbagging event end up yesterday? I watched the last match, or the last match I saw was you winning against the kid, as you call him. Yeah, that was a tough match against the kid too, man, because he was up on the hill, and I had to win 3 games in a row to beat him, and I came back and beat him. But it wasn't like something, like I played amazing to beat him. It was a little bit of me playing fairly good to beat him, but him giving me opportunities when he shouldn't have. And that was the difference, because he had me for all 3 of those racks that I came back and won. He had a chance to close out all 3 of them. But he gave me a chance to get back in there. And when he gives me a chance, I'm not going to give him another opportunity after that if I have a say about it, right? If I can make it work. Scratch off the break is game over in 4-ball. Okay, I thought you played it through. Normally we play it through. But maybe it's different. Or maybe the guy that was running that 4-ball tournament was just cheating. I don't know. Nice shot for real though, Marty, yeah. All right, and we'll start the clock now. I get caught up in conversation and I'll lose track of the clock every now and then too. Just 8 seconds on that one. An extra second on that one. And you can see that extra second because there was a little bit of a hesitation there before he shot. Yeah, he's got to figure out his angle here. He can't just sell out this table after he's done all his work. He's going to have to set up for that 12-11 combo. He's got to stun this cue ball past the side pocket on the left. What a nice shot that was. Beauty shot. That was not part of the plan, man. This one will take a little bit of time to figure out. Nice little stun draw shot here to get through for the combination, and instead he took the 11 ball on its own. Just trying to play safe. And Andy will get a chance here. A really nice opportunity on this table because there's really not a whole lot of work to do. It just comes down to 2 shots, really. One of them being the 7 ball. The other one being either the 4 or the 6, whichever one he decides to take. Sorry, I forgot about the timer on that one there. Gonna add about 6 seconds to that one, so roughly about 10 seconds on that shot. Another 10 seconds on that one. That was a smart shot just to roll it up for the 8 ball and not force anything on it. And he's going to win that one. He's got another game on the board. He's down by 1. Down by 1. He's racing to 5, so he needs to win 2 games. His opponent needs to win 3. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Got to make a decision here. The 2 ball is the one that I would go for. I'm not sure if that's what he's going to go for. He's going to go for it, but he's just going to miss it. Not a bad thing, I guess, because he's kind of covered that pocket up a little bit. He hasn't really given Darcy a whole lot to shoot at here. But there's a lot of room here for a safety shot, and I feel like that's what he's going to try to look for here. You can just safety with a 9 ball. And you got to be careful, though, not to give him the shot on that 2 ball. Not a bad spot. That's going to be a foul. And a ball in hand for Darcy. James Wood, how you doing? Jason Carroll, welcome to the stream. Stephen Roberts says, Andy don't play like any other 5. Kent Townley, how you doing? What's up with the shot clock, he wants to know. Haha. Another one that falls into the trap. I'm kidding, man. Well, where do I start? All right, so the shot clock, the best way that I can explain it is that there's a shot clock, which normally we see in pool, and that's a timer, right? Nice little breakout there. So normally you see a countdown timer, which 30 to 40 seconds is the usual time that they put on there. And then usually when the player is getting close to within the last few seconds of that timer, they'll ask for an extension, they'll get another 30 seconds. That's kind of the way it goes. All right. Now, what this shot clock is, it's something a little bit different. This is more or less to kind of understand the players and the amount of time that they take for a certain amount of shots. All right. Now, what we're looking for here most of the times is to see if there's a pattern that's repetitive. How much time do they take per shot? Are they taking, 10 to 15 seconds per shot? Are they taking, 30 seconds per shot? Are they taking a minute per shot, or are they taking an average of 10 seconds per shot, but then when they're in trouble situations, they take a little bit longer? Either way, what we get to do here is we get a chance to see how these players use their time at the table efficiently for the situations that they deal with, right? And it kind of tells you a pace, too, of, a higher level player, how they see things, how they play, how quick they react to the patterns, those kind of things. And so the big reason behind it, well, to me, is a few things. Starting with, I guess, it would be more or less because, there's a lot of complaints about players, they take forever, they take too long, blah, 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 blah. And so sometimes you don't understand what the player is thinking about, right? You're just judging him by the amount of time that he's taking to shoot. But you have no idea what's going on through his head as he's shooting or what's going on through her head as she's shooting. And so when we're looking at the shot clock, it's giving us a little bit of information on things. When they're taking a little bit longer, we know they're in situations, right? And how long they take is how difficult the situation becomes, right? So there's a lot of learning from this, and that's the reason why I incorporated it into the stream. I feel like we can learn a lot more about our players, the styles of play that we have out there, have a good idea of roughly how much time it takes to execute key shots, whether it's a jump shot or a kick shot or a bank shot. You get to see a little bit of all that. So now you're putting the shots and the knowledge behind the streaming, you put it all to good use, but now you add the CSL shot clock on top of that, and you get extra knowledge from these players and extra information about the matches going on in front of you. I hope I explained it the best way that I could, because it's not a timer shot clock. It's not like that. It's not a countdown shot clock. It's a count up shot clock. Adam Brown says Andy likes to stand up before he gets his shot off. Yeah, and that's something he's always had, right? John Guffey, how you doing? It's something that he's always had, man. It's just sometimes people have habits they can't shake off, right? And a lot of that has to do with like nervousness, right? Your anxiousness when you're at the table. That's about a decent start time, 20 to 30 seconds on a fairly open table. There's not a whole lot of thought process into it. That's about a right start time. When there's more clusters off the break, then you're looking at a player taking about, a good minute. And if there's a few clusters and everything's kind of tied up, then, the players may take about a minute and a half to work things out. Now, these are all things that we didn't know until today. That for some may be irrelevant, but for somebody like me who loves and appreciates the game and is constantly trying to understand players, the systems, and the styles of play that they bring to the table, to me, this is a lot of information that I appreciate. Looks like he's working the puzzle out. Just has to keep his nerves under control here now. I've had some good feedback, though. A lot of people that have been watching the stream have gone with the clock, and they actually like it. They enjoy the clock. I don't know how you guys feel, the ones that are watching now, but I hope you guys are understanding the point of the shot clock and you're enjoying it for its purpose. Another thing, too, is I want to, when people say, matches are taking forever, oh, my God, I can't believe this guy's taking 3 minutes a shot. Well, I actually want to see if that is the case, right? So now I can. And the shot clock doesn't start until all the balls stop moving. Cause that's unless they're a fast shooter, then as soon as the cue ball stops moving, then I'll go with that. But if they're the average shooter, which normally they won't shoot till everything stops moving, then I usually don't start the clock until the ball moves or stops moving. And every now and then I'll slip, and then I'll drop a few seconds. But for the most part, I've been trying to be pretty good about keeping track of it. 8 ball in the corner, 5 seconds to make it, and he's on the hill. Andy Kempa's on the hill. And he's not a sandbagger, he says, because he played in the sandbagger tournament last night. He was getting picked on by 14-year-olds. I had to let him know and remind him that these 14-year-olds are all masters, and they may look young, but they're going to destroy you because they're ancient pool players in their minds. They've mastered the game so much faster than some of the adult players do. And, a lot of that's because kids just learn faster, right? And if you get a kid to start at a young age, 5, 6 years old to start playing pool, by the time he's like 11, 12 years old, that kid's running tables on you all the time. But we had one kid in particular that was a bit of a surprise, and he always is every time he comes out, and that was Joey Boyo. He's just turning 13, but he's impressing a lot of people as he's going around beating them. But there was a few other players here. Elise Cameron was here, Emery Cameron was here, Jonathan McKinney was here. Jonathan McKinney cashed in at 5th and 6th. His dad finished in 4th, so they had a good day. Earl Cameron brought his kids with him to come play, and he ended up winning the A side and then winning the tournament. So that was a good day for him. Me, myself, I had some of the toughest battles, perhaps the toughest draw all the way through in the tournament. And I finished in 5th, 6th as well. I neglected the stream for a big part of the day while I was playing, but I knew that I needed to do that again. In this kind of tournament, where all the odds were against me, and of course with a tough draw, I knew that I had to kind of really focus on just getting through the racks, right? And that's what I did. Instead of focusing on things like the stream and the scores. And I was keeping track of the scores for the most part. But there was one match that I remember where I wasn't able to keep track of the scores at all. It is what it is, right? That was a little wobbler. Normally that ball would stay up on the table. I'm surprised it went in. Take a look at his different angles, see what he's got to work with. Jazz missed the shot. And Darcy will come up, his turn on the table now. And he's got a big mess here, man. There's not a whole lot he can do. This is going to be one of those grind out racks, and he'll have to figure out how to get started here with a safety. I don't think he's got any other options. And see, it's the little things like that. Like he's a 7 to 10 second shooter on average, but there he took a little bit longer because we had to figure out the safety, right? And that safety, for him to come up with the right one, it took him that much time, which tells you, as a pool player, that when you're getting into a safety situation, it shouldn't be rushed. You need that extra 10 seconds perhaps to make sure that you're accurate on everything that you're going to do for it. This one is not fair to Andy because the clock is running, but he's paying his bill right next to us, so I'm going to stop the clock. I'm gonna honor the fact that he's outside of the table paying for his bill, and we're not going to punish him for it. So we're going to wait till he comes back or he approaches the table, and then I'll start the clock again. He might even forget what he was shooting at, but he's shooting high ball. All right, he's done paying his bill, and he's coming up now, so we'll start the clock. Didn't really have a whole lot to work with, so he just played the safety. It's a bit of a scrappy table, man, but once he makes this shot here, he's got full control of this table himself. It's Darcy, the one that doesn't have much of a chance here on this table at the moment. I don't think he'd take the shot now. Well, I guess he's thinking about this 12 ball as an escape shot, or this 10 ball, whatever it is that's down there. I guess it's the 15. Yeah, it's the 15. And I guess he was right, you know, because he's left the shot as an escape shot, and at the end he's going to have to use it. He's got no choice but to use it. I'd play the kick safe. That's what I would do. It is a little bit hard though, but that's what I go for. I have to look at the side view just to make sure. So I'm thinking like you go here, you hit here, and then you try to get that cue ball to roll slightly over here. That's probably about the best you can do. It's gonna call a safety. He's gonna run into them instead. I don't think he knew that ball was gonna go in. If he knew that ball was gonna go in, man, he might have called that in. But he made the right choice there just to play safe. You know, he's taking away most of the opportunities on the table, forcing his opponent to basically just play a safety on him. His 14 ball is out kind of in the open, even though it's not. It's available. So he's got a bit of an advantage here, but Darcy's going to do his best to hold him back, and he's done good so far here. He might force him to do a kick shot on this 14 ball, and I'm not sure if that's what you should be going for, but he might get tempted to because it's a little bit easier than hitting that 15 ball. From this angle, it looks like the 4 ball's in the way, but when you look at it from this angle, it looks like he might be able to hit that off the rail, but I don't know. I think he's got no choice but to go for the 14. Oh, he can hit off the rail, and he does. He's going to hit a rail, and that makes it a legitimate shot. And Darcy will come up for his turn. And now this is looking a little bit better for him. It's a lot better than on the other shot that he's had so far on this rack. Makes the shot to the corner. Sorry, I started that one a little bit earlier. He's got a straight up roll up shot here for the 2 ball, and he's got to get precise on it. He's got to follow the shape forward to be able to get shape with the 6 ball next too. Oh, he lost the cue ball. He's not happy about it. And Andy Kempa, he got a golden chance here now. He's on the hill. He's got a ball in hand. And he's got a chance to close out the match. All he's got left is 2 stripes in the 8 ball. Can he get it done? I think he can. I feel like he can. I don't see how he can't. But you never know. Sometimes the nerves will kick in and, weird things happen at the table. Like that, he kind of overran the cue ball. He could have set up for an easy 8 ball to the side. Now he's got to play shape for the 8 ball in the top left corner. Changes things a little bit, right? He's got a nice safe angle here. He should be okay from scratching. Make sure to make it to the pocket. He's going to win that match with a final score of 5-5. See, and you wanted to take a break. And you wanted to take a break. You don't need to take a break.
I need a break now.
Well, now you get like an hour break.
Hey, Rod. Sometimes you get a day that's just like, it's working, eh?
Yeah. All right, so I got to get the next match going. I got to update the challenge bracket, which I'm going to go do right now. We're going to get the next match going, which I believe should be the B-side finals. I'll be right back. All right, well, these guys, the only match that's going right now is all the way down there. They're in the middle of the match, and they don't want to switch tables. So I'm going to come back with another stream, I guess. I'm going to have to stop this one, come back with a third stream. And that one's going to be, B-side final. The B-side semi, the B-side final, and then the championship match. Only 3 matches remaining. Yeah, baby, yeah. Next weekend, CSL Manitoba Youth Training Program will be held at Blue Room Billiards. 14 and under, $8 per session per player. And they come in there to learn some really good skills to become better players at the table. It's a professional billiards training program created for Manitoban youth and young players, so they have an opportunity to become better players moving forward in the future. And don't forget to come out for November 12th, Saturday, if you guys want to come down and support the Andrew Thomas Memorial 8-Ball Tournament. I've been waiting for a few years to get this going. Lots of people were like, I'm going to do this for him. I'm going to do that for him. And at the end, nobody ever did anything for him. And it bothered me because I always wanted to, but nobody ever let me, right? And it's just kind of stupid, right? So this year, I talked to these guys, like, you know what, I'm having it. We're going to have it, and we're having it now. So if you guys want to come play and you want to support this for a good cause for our great friend Andrew Thomas, It's on the 12th, starting at 12:30. Only $30 entry, race to 5 on both sides. We're playing on the 3.5x7 diamond tables, and then we're gonna have money added. Plus, we're gonna be playing some 4-ball shootout on the 9-foot tables. So, should be a great day. Lots of good fun, and it's all in good fun and memory for our friend Andrew Thomas, who to me was one of the great people here in Manitoba that I had a chance to meet while he was alive.
Shirt's kind of warm. It's a hot seat.
Yeah, that's the hot seat. Yeah, you found the hot seat. That's funny, Andy. That's funny. He says to me, "Hey, Rod." I was like, "What?" He's like, This chair's a little hot." I was like, "What?" I don't know. It's feeling like it's a little hot. He's like, "It's a hot seat." Makes me laugh. Tournament of Champions next Saturday. It's at 1:30 start. 866 Notre Dame Avenue. It's right by Notre Dame in Arlington, close by there. If you guys want to come play, it starts at 1 o'clock. You don't want to miss it. 866 Notre Dame Avenue. Champions wanted. Come on with your best game, man. We're going to be waiting for you. It's not going to be easy. I'm telling you that right now. And if you're in the market for anything Predator, let us know. I'll show you some of the products they got right here. Any of the products they have, you can message us directly via Facebook. You can message me via email at cslmanitoba@gmail.com. You can order directly from cslipl.com, which is CUESPORTS Live International Pool League.com. And yeah, whatever you want, we can help you guys out getting these products. Same thing goes for anything Jam Up. If you're looking for Jam Up shirts or Jam Up hats, I'll show you some of the shirts. I love this hoodie, man, the Tyler Steyer hoodie. Official partners for the WPBA as well. So a lot of these female players, professional players, are all wearing this gear right now. And I'm telling you, it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful jerseys, man. Check them out, jamupapparel.com. If you want to order some of that for yourself, you can message me, Rod Arriagada, at cslmanitoba@gmail.com, and I can help you out with that too. I am a distributor for Jam Up here in Canada, so anything that you want here in Canada, I can help you out with that. And yeah, I guess that's going to be it. But, well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll put myself out there. I don't know. I like to put myself out there every now and then. If you guys want to if you guys want to support my work, you can do so via PayPal or e-transfer at cslmanitoba@gmail.com. And as I was saying, if you guys want me to come out to cover an event for your room, for your event, let me know. It would be a pleasure to come out there. cslmanitoba@gmail.com. That's the website, or the email. I mean, I don't know why I said website. It's becoming a long day. Didn't I say that it's going to be like around 9 o'clock and you're going to feel it? We're at almost 8 o'clock and it's starting to come together now. I'm starting to feel the pinch, man. Let's go to the last highlight. It was this perfect little stun shot. And I'm surprised he didn't play the combo here. I'm surprised he played the 11 ball, man. I thought he would have played the combo. I would have played the combo myself. Pool wisdom: the more you sweat in practice, the less you'll bleed in battle. Get to those tables and become the champion within. Your time is coming, but not till you get to that table and start working on things. And I'm not saying work on the things that you work on every day, like, oh, I can make this cool shot, check this out. I can make it 10 out of 10. Wrong thing to work on, bro. Work on the ones that you can't make. The ones that you can make 1 out of 10, those are the ones you need to work on. When you make those 10 out of 10, you've already become a master. It's part of the process, man, to become the champion within. And I'd like to see you get there. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. My name is Rod Arriagada. Excuse me. If you want to add me or follow me on Facebook, you can do so. If you want me to come onto your town, like I said earlier, message me at cslmanitoba@gmail.com. And, well, if this is your first time tuning in, watching CUESPORTS Live on Facebook or on YouTube, make sure you guys like and subscribe to our channels. So on Facebook right now, you'll be watching it. Just hit the follow notification button. On YouTube, you'd have to go onto the link that's pasted on the post and then just follow it. It'll show you my name. So I'll say Rod Arriagada /CSL Manitoba, and you know that you found the page for me on YouTube. But if you want to watch stuff on 1080p, that's how you do it. And I can use the subscriptions too on YouTube. So if you guys want to go over there and subscribe, I appreciate it, man. Honestly, I'll give you a high five right now. See that? That was 2 high fives. Get on down there and help me out if you can. It's not going to cost you anything. Just a couple of minutes of your time. Anyways, that's going to be it for now. I will be back with another stream shortly. It shall be the B-side semifinal, I believe, the B-side final, and then the championship match, because we already had the A-side final. Andy Kempa won the A-side final, and he's in the hot seat now, guaranteed a double dip no matter what. But guess what? Darcy Jokes is not happy about his loss to him, and he says to me, if I'm coming back to win this tournament, I will do it against handicapped by double dipping him. So in his mind, he's winning the next match, and then after that, he's gonna come back for Andy and get him back. I'm hoping that's the way it works because, you know, it's nothing better than seeing a player keep his word. But Andy Campbell's playing some massive pool today, man, and I don't know if he can be stopped. I guess we'll find out soon. I'll be back in another stream in about, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. They're playing a match, so however long that match takes, probably be about 20 minutes, man. You got enough time to go get some supper, maybe go through a drive-thru if you're being lazy and don't want to cook. Whatever you want to do, man. Have some crackers, I don't care. Do what you got to do to survive, my friend. Do what you got to do to survive. And I'm going to do what I got to do while I'm gone. I'll be back soon, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for liking and sharing. You guys are awesome. Cheers.